Hi everyone and welcome back to Greek and Tasty. As I promised the other time, I have here for you my favorite recipe, which is spanakopita, but not with the way most of the people know spanakopita. It's like the strifti, we call it, like it's like a round, twisted, like let's say, so with a homemade Filo pastry, obviously. So this is, as I said, one of my favorite recipes because obviously it's handed to me, from my grandma, yeah. So, and I'm happy to show you how I'm making it. Right, so we start obviously with the preparation, which I done last night with the spinach, which is, I'll just show you now. I used 2 bags of spinach. It's like 600 grams. I've used a baby leeks, like 175 grams was the bag. I used like 2 packs of fresh dill and 1 pack of spring onions. It's very important to wash very well the spinach and all the obviously vegetables beforehand and cut them and put them in the strainer like all night with a tissue paper on the top so there is no water, because that will make the pita, the spanakopita, very like a
sticky.
No, like a soft, like a not crispy as we want, because of the water, the spinach. So now it's dry, it's as it should be, and obviously all the flavors is here in the spanakopita. So I cut it finely. Usually that's how I do it because it's the presentation of the food, and you can see obviously you can see the leeks, you can see the fresh onions, you can see the dill. So this is basically the filling of the pita. So I'll put this back there.
Is it pita there?
Yeah, we call it pita. Hortopita we call it most, like it's spanakopita, it has spinach, spanakopita. So now, one of the most important parts also is a phyllo pastry, the homemade. I use like for a flour, 500 grams flour for all purpose, a plain one. I use just 500 because obviously I'm not going to make too much of spanakopita. And if it's anything else left, I'm going to use it for other pies. So 500 grams of plain flour, olive oil, salt, pepper, vinegar because makes the phyllo pastry crispy. Not much, just a bit. Yeah, it makes the phyllo pastry crispy. And warm water, always warm water for the phyllo.
Right.
And
the reason why?
And the reason why, it's because I think helps the pastry to develop. You don't put cold water. So what I do, I'll go on now with the phyllo, make the dough, and then I'll let it for to relax, to rest, as we say, like for 30 minutes, and then obviously I'll come back to show you how I'm opening the phyllo. Let's start. What I do first, I'm not putting the water. Just make a hole like here, like in the middle, a bit like that. And add some oil, as you can see here, round. That's it. A bit more. That's it. Salt. Then it depends how you want it. It takes a bit salty. That's it. Salt. Pepper. A pinch too, maybe. A good pinch. That was a good one. Right. And vinegar. If you put like a kilogram, if you do lots of spanakopita, if you put a kilogram, just put like a half of white wine, small white wine glass. But obviously here I have 500 grams, so I put like less, like with the eye, as I said, bit. So I do 3-4 rounds like that. That's great. And before I add the water, what I do, I work with these ingredients, the phyllo, the flour, and make it. You can see it's like a very like a small pieces, like a
Like a crumble.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you can see it crumbling there.
That's how anyway my grandma and my mom is doing it. And what you do this. You can smell the vinegar. You do this like that. Keep going. Can you see that it's like
Oh, just go with the vinegar there.
strong, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But helps. That's what anyway they said to me, that it helps the pastry, the phyllo, like crispy, because it's nice. Pita is nice to be fine and crispy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worth. I mean, you can use these if there's anything left. As I said, you don't waste it. Just put it in the fridge or in the freezer. If you don't want to do it the day after or after 2 days, put it in the freezer and just take it out when you want it. But obviously, if anything left here, I'll use it and I'll make some catimeria.
Which is?
Catimeria is like a type of cheese pie, but fried. And it's like an envelope, like a file, like a square almost.
All right.
Yeah, and you put whatever you want. Traditionally, it's with feta, feta and eggs. But you can add any cheese you like and fry it. I'll show you another time if there's anything left.
With phyllo pastry, you can also make like sweet kind of pastry.
Oh, you can do, yeah.
As well,
Yeah, you can make for example saganaki if you want, like with the feta, and you can add honey, sesame seeds if you want. So you can use this phyllo pastry anywhere you like.
Yeah, I won't go to waste.
Oh no, nothing. That's it. So here, now I'm adding the warm water.
And how much was it again?
The water just as much as it takes. Another thing, the dough must be quite hard, not soft, not very soft. I'll show you how it should be. Not very moist or not very soft.
And obviously not very sticky.
No, not very sticky. No, should come out.
Right. And
well, yeah. So I need to add a bit more, like water. Obviously, you can tell that it's not ready. It's too hard anyway.
yeah, it's not all one piece there. That's still quite crumbly.
Yes, needs one, but you need to be careful. Like
just tiny bits at a time.
Yeah. So control basically.
Too sloppy.
And don't scare if it goes too soft. Like you can always add a bit more flour.
Yeah. You just got a little bit left over. Is that looking too soft?
I'll see. I haven't finished yet.
Really. This is a bit I like too.
You like this?
Squidging it in there. Right.
It's a good exercise. Yeah.
Stress reliever.
I think I need to put a bit of
Flour in.
yeah, and obviously I put it here on the table to work for it, and then put it back here. But I took it out of the bowl. I put a bit of flour on the table, yeah, and now I'm working the flour here with the dough here, so you can see how it changed.
Yeah, you can see it's getting springy, so it's going in itself.
Yeah, always work on the table. You can see how it changed now. Go from outside inside like that.
So even though it's sticky in the bowl,
oh, it changed.
It changes when you put it on the flour on the table.
As I said, you can play with work with your dough needs. I think we're getting there soon. Doesn't need more flour. It's thick enough.
taking yourself back to when you were a kid and playing with, I don't know if you had in Greece the Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah.
We used to call it plasticine.
Plastelini, we used to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good.
I'm sure Play-Doh is made like quite similar to actual dough nowadays.
Is it?
I think so. It's obviously not edible because it's got colours in and things like that, but I'm sure they use a dough kind of mixture.
Oh, okay.
That's why it goes so hard so quickly.
I don't know, but I used to love this. I remember, like
Plasticine used to be great.
especially at the nursery. You know, we used to have every day play with this, and obviously at home.
My ma used to hate it because she would find little bits of plasticine all over the place. Stuck onto curtains, carpets. Yeah, wasn't the greatest that way.
I think the dough is almost ready. You can see. It's
Almost looks like it's just filling itself full of air.
full of air.
It's like almost inflating itself.
Yeah, I just let as we do with all the pastries, like, and dough, like,
Knead it in.
rest. The rest that doesn't need too much because obviously there's no yeast. There's yeast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it rest a bit. And one more time. One more. Here, yeah.
Sorry, it's a quick movement. I'm ending up watching what you're doing and not watching the camera. Sorry, folks. That's me.
Right. Our dough is ready as I want it. So put it back here. Take a towel. Just cover it with a towel and let it the back. I'll leave it for 30 minutes and I'll be back to show you how I'm opening the phyllo pastry. But what we do, obviously I need to open the table. I need a big
space.
Yeah, a big space. And obviously if it's ideally if you have like a marble or something or a plastic thing, as I have here.
Cover.
Yeah, clean it very well obviously and just open the phyllo pastry. They have space, we need space. So yeah, see you in 30 minutes. We are back and ready to start like open the phyllo pastry, but before that I transfer the mixture, you know, the spinach with the herbs into a big basket so I can add the olive oil, salt, pepper and mix them together. Right, let's start. As I said, that needs olive oil, right? Lots. So I did that 2 times, right? And see how it goes, by the way. And salt, obviously. Then again with the salt, depending, right? That's it. How you like it or how you should have it, because sometimes you don't have to. You shouldn't. So salt, pepper. I did a good pinch and a bit more for me anyway. That's great. That's all I need here, and just mix them together and see if I need to add a bit more olive oil.
Just got to coat everything.
Yeah. It's one of the foods, again, like Yemi Star show the other time, that needs lots of oil, olive oil.
Just to keep it moist.
Yeah. Some food needs olive oil, and many foods, to be honest, you know, and at the Greek cuisine use lots of olive oil. It's one of the main ingredients, isn't it? Don't want to dry like spinach, but at the same time, don't want too much.
So you've got to see there's a coating on it.
Yeah, just a tiny bit more and it's ready. That's it. Don't need any more. Mixed one more time. Obviously, I have to add on the pan also. Can you see how it is? I don't know if you can see. So it's all moisture.
Yeah.
But not with water, with olive oil.
Yeah, you can see it's well coated.
Yes. So that's what we need. Maybe add a tiny bit more salt. I have the filling. Now that that's it. And it's ready. Right. Next step, right? Put this on the side here for now. Take my pan and put some olive oil around
The base.
the base, yeah.
On the sides?
Don't have to really, because you know it's not like a cake, isn't it? That go on the,
Yeah.
but just a tiny bit where it
Touches.
yeah. Just one more time. That's great. Okay, you can see it's very well now.
Coated.
Yeah, and the rest for
Yeah.
the top. You know, when I'm adding here the spanakopita, I'll put on the top a bit.
Or the
Yeah.
foil. Yeah.
So put this back here. Take my glove off.
Right in.
Right. Put this.
And
Well, so the ingredient is ready. Now I have the dough here, which I'll add it on the table again. Let's do one more. I'll spring a bit of flour here.
plain flour, basically.
Plain flour, yeah. What I'm going to use also corn flour, just to open the Filo pastry, right? Just work one bit more, like one more time, like that, like that. Right. Do it with my hands, my exercise. And what I do, I'll cut it in.
So you shape it as a dome?
I cut it anyway now in 4 pieces, and each piece I make like a round one, like a ball. Can I have a knife, please? There.
The job of a cameraman.
Right. So I need a knife anyway. 4 pieces.
So you shape it as a dome and cut it in quarters.
And do the same. Work.
Going too quick for me. Hello. Let's stand back.
Hello, Michali.
Andiamo.
Panayamu. Right. Make it as a...
It's almost my tops of Greek language.
Right. So this is ready for the adventure. Right. What I do here, right?
Coming in, so slow movements.
It's round. Just whatever it's not, just walk on it. And there I put a flour, corn flour.
Just sprinkle it on the top.
Obviously, and start rolling. Try to make it as a circle, like a round, like a...
Keep it as a circle.
Yeah, keep it as a circle. Obviously, twist it again. Open again. We have a long way.
And
Add a bit more.
just every so often you put a bit more corn flour in.
Yeah, helps. Stretch it a bit. make it more round where it needs to. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spreading it out of the
Yeah, spreading out, yeah. Keep working.
It's quite weird because it's springing back on itself.
Yeah. Get there, don't worry.
It's taking the shape of that crease in the middle of the table.
Spring a bit cauliflower. Open it.
Cauliflower.
Yeah, corn flour, sorry. What I said?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower, okay. No cauliflower, corn flour.
So how big do you take it?
It depends. I mean usually here, because obviously I have also the small pan, but obviously I have a small also.
Rolling pin.
Yeah.
Basically as big as you can.
As big as I can, yeah. It's not a very big dough like you see here, but it's as much as I need anyway.
So how thin does it go though?
As thin as you can, as you want.
Right.
The thinner the better. Still got like lots, I suppose.
Oh, I'm looking at that and thinking that's maybe thin.
It is thin, but I can do it more.
It's almost like pizza, isn't it?
It's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's almost like working pizza dough.
But I need to open this a bit more. You can start with the smaller, like it is here. You don't have to do like a huge one. For example, I mean, my mom or my grandma used to open a huge one like that. But obviously the amount that she was making, there's nothing to compare with what I'm making now.
But that must have been some size rolling pin.
Oh yeah, she's got the big one, like over bigger than this size.
Wow.
And thin. It's not it's very thin. This is the right one. I don't have it here. I need to basically find one of these or make one. Right, here try again. Open it carefully.
What happens if it splits? Do you just roll it back up in the bowl again and try again?
Ah, no. Just try to make it cover it. That's why, you know, here, for example, it opened a bit, split. So what I do, I'm just going back and do this. This is quite fine now, that's why. Can you see how fine it is?
Yeah.
It's very fine. I could do it more. Just try. It needs patience, eh? And love.
Obviously.
A bit more, but I can see and I can feel the difference with the corn flour. Again, cauliflower. I didn't know this until recently about the corn flour, because what we used to do, we used to just add flour, the flour that we use.
Plain flour.
Yeah, just the plain flour. This is ready. It's quite fine.
I don't think you can get much more out of that, though.
That's it. A bit more here. Open it more here. Open it more here. You can, obviously, it's very fine. It's very nice. I like it. I love it. So what I do now, I split this into half. That's great.
Can't see this tablecloth lasting too long.
That's fine. No, that's fine. And the next step is to take the spinach here. I'll leave it here. Take a bit and go here on the side, yeah?
Down the line you've cut.
Down the line I've cut, yeah.
So if it was a circle, you're doing half circles.
Yeah. I mean, leave obviously a bit here, because I'm
On the
gonna,
end.
yeah.
Ah, I get it now. Then you roll it up
Yeah.
and swirl it around.
That's enough.
So the bigger
Here, the better.
the circle, the more you can swirl it around.
Yes. And now I do the edges here first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see here?
Fold them over.
And Obviously, this is not the right angle for me, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah, so the bigger the better.
Well, the more the spiral.
Yeah, so I twist it like that so you can see. Bring it here.
Like an envelope, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll in.
Rolling like that, carefully. We have already secure on the side, which is what we really have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, right? And what we do, we bring it like that, twisting it. Boom. Ready? And move it here
Into the pan.
into the pan. Leave it there and go for this one, yeah?
Yeah, and do the same with that.
Yeah.
And the other. And then you start the other ones as well.
Yes. I'll show you now here.
Okie dokie.
Take more, just a minute, do this one so I can show you, because now that one, it's not going to be like around like the first one. It needs to go around this
Keep it
one.
going
Yeah.
in the spiral.
Yeah.
Follow the spiral.
Follow, yeah. That's it. Continue. It's a lot. You have to try, and you just have to have as a side yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Obviously plain.
Yeah, plain. Yeah, strained. More than it's best anyway. Right, that's it here. Again, roll maybe a bit more here. Roll, cover this side like that, and this side like that.
See that sunshine coming through.
Yeah, add to the color.
It's only in half of it though. That's the only problem. And
That's fine. That's great. Twist it. Ready? And what I do, obviously bring the pan here, put it here,
that is the rolled up one.
and take it like that. It's easier to carry, and follow from here. Go round and round, and that's it. And then go and round the next one like that. That's what it is. So, yeah, and I'll keep going. Now I'll open one more so you can see how I'm doing it. As you can see now, this one looks like it's bigger. It is bigger and it's more fine. But what I was saying before, like if it was the big one, the one that we always use, the big one, what you're doing, if you have, supposed to have, you just twist this here, and with your hands you just open it like that.
If you had a bigger rolling pin.
Yeah, and it goes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But obviously with this one, it's not possible. That's why I use smaller.
I have to try and source one for you, darling.
Yeah. So, but that's how we do it. You can see. Can you see the pattern? How fine it is.
There you can see the pattern.
Yeah, see?
The tablecloth pattern.
Yeah, you can see how it's that fine. Right. So, and we're following. We do the same, or do this way. Yeah.
You can actually follow the line that's on the table.
Exactly. Just a fine. You don't have to be very.
Don't have to be exact.
Put this on the side. Yep. Put it here. Oop.
Even though it's thin, it seems like it's quite hard to break, isn't the word, to snap. Possibly. That's the word.
Yeah, but that's why we put cauliflower. Cauliflower helps.
Cornflour.
Cornflower, sorry. Cornflower helps. So it's not breaking. Keep going with this. Boom, boom, boom. Add a bit more so it's even. Yeah. Continue with the same way. The sides first. Can you see how fine? Sides first. And then rolling, keep rolling over. take it like that, like that. So put it here, like that. Definitely it's bigger, this one.
Which will help with the spiral. It'll help with the spiral.
Yeah. That's it. I'm taking away the pieces of the. Put it here, back here. Twist it a bit just to put it on. Take again, back here, and start from this, right?
So always twist it before you put it in the pan because
Yeah.
it's easier just to put in the pan.
Yeah. Right.
Otherwise it flops all over.
Keep going here. That's it. Boom, boom. And continue with the next one. I'll show you one with this one too. Bring it closer to me. Whoa, delicate. Delicate but nice. One more time.
And I suppose instead of one big one, you can have 4 small ones if you want, or 6 small ones.
Oh yeah. You can have like 4. I mean, if you want to use it as a starter, for example, you can have like depends how many people. Let's say you are 4 people, just do like 4, and you're ready for like as a starter spanakopita. But looks nicer than just a square piece, you know.
Can you send me a base? The
What?
big questions. Obviously, you can put different fillings in.
No, you just have to put like what they do. Some people they put feta cheese again.
Yeah. Can you cook that at the same time
Yeah.
as that?
Yeah.
So you could have like.
You could have put a feta cheese. That's what you
Yeah.
could put.
Do you know the spiral that you're making?
Yeah.
You could have like one, the spinach, and then one.
Oh, you can.
Feta, one
Yeah.
spinach,
I mean,
one
you
feta,
can keep
so
like
it's
on the
mixed.
side a bit of the mixer and mix it with feta if you want to have just. It's
No, I mean the spiral bit.
the spiral. What do you mean?
So as you're making,
Yeah.
putting the spiral in the pan, you could put one length feta, one length after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you can. Yeah,
Just to mix it up a bit.
yeah.
Well, I suppose you can be as creative as you want.
Oh
really,
yeah, but this is the way for spanakopita anyway. You don't put like except from feta, you don't put anything else. Some people they add rice if there's like just to take the water, but here there's no water. If you think, just a bit of rice.
But inside with the.
Yeah, with the here with the spinach.
Ah.
Here it is. Yeah. That's it, and we'll just have to do 2 more, and we are ready.
Okay, okay.
Well, we are ready now. I mean, the pita is on the pan. I just want to show you now how we continue before I put in the oven.
But it's not pan, it's pans.
It's pans, yeah, because I couldn't fit all here, so I used the other one. Right, so now I'm just doing this. I'm going on the top and put like a pita, and put olive oil, obviously.
You're brushing your olive oil on.
Brush, yeah.
That's just to give it.
That
colour?
it's cooked basically. Oh no, it needs pita, as I said, it needs like the oil and a bit like a crunchy, so it's not like too dry. Also, it needs olive oil. Doesn't add any color extra, but adds to the taste. And obviously, it's very crunchy after. One more time here. It's very delicate phyllo.
Yeah, because it's so thin.
I opened it very thin, but it's good. I like it because that.
You can see the colour of the spinach.
Yep. I think next time we go to Greece, we need to take one of these sticks there. The wooden.
Don't know if we'll get it through customs. Get some strange questions.
So now what we do is obviously put it in the oven. I have already preheat the oven to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And what I do first, obviously put first the bottom of the oven, so let time for the pita to cook from the bottom, and then after like let's say 15-20 minutes, you go and you put it in the middle of the oven, so that gives time also for the bottom to cook and obviously the top. So allow time. It depends how strong is your oven. I would say keep an eye on it, so when it takes this nice gold
Colour.
brownish, but not brown. We don't want it burnt. It's ready.
Right.
You always check before you moved it to the middle. Take a knife and just lift a bit and see if it's cooked or not. If it's not cooked, just a little bit more.
If it's brown kind of thing.
If it's going, get there anyway. Yeah, it's ready. Okie dokie. So see you in a bit. I've just took the spanakopita out of the oven like after an hour. So it took me an hour in 170 degrees, like as I said, fun. And our pita is ready. If you can see, you see how crunchy it looks. I'll show you obviously when I put on the plate. If I wasn't, I haven't any oil on the top. If I didn't, that would be very dried up. But now it's just right, crunchy.
Because of oil.
Yeah, because of the oil. You see the color. Mm-hmm. And looks very like fine and crunchy at the same time. Oh yeah, very. So I'll show you in a bit like how it should be on the plate. Yep. And food is on the plate. Here we are. So obviously one portion. If you want more, you can have more, obviously. And the side, as I said, it's yogurt, which either you can keep it there or you can put it on the plate.
So you can have it as a dip or just spread out.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you can enjoy. Try definitely either with your homemade phyllo or like the ready one. It's up to you. I mean, but definitely try the way I did the spinach. That's all for today. As I said before, don't forget to like, comment, share the love of the food, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe.
It's for free.
Exactly. So until the next time, see you all and keep safe. Feel like ya.